Previously on Town Hall 11 Free-to-Play, we discussed when you should upgrade your Town Hall based on your playstyle. Today, let me show you the top 5 ways to claim gems and why you must upgrade your gem mine. What's going on, guys? My name is Joe and welcome back for episode 89 of the Town Hall 11 Free-to-Play series. Now, for those of you out there that do not watch my channel regularly nor keep up with the series, we unlocked the 6 builder recently. My gosh, man, that is one heck of a grind, man. If you are working on that 6 builder push, good luck. Hang in there. You got this. I promise you, it can be done. It just takes a little bit longer than we would like. Now, also with this, we had a lot of questions of whether I was going to keep playing the Builder's Hall after the fact, and we are actually kind of addicted now. And I'm not necessarily saying that I'm addicted to Builder's Hall. I'm just got this little bit of an addiction to come back over here every single day and knock out my 3 attacks. But that's not what today's episode is about. Today, we need to go ahead and upgrade our gem mine. And with this, we're going to talk about the 5 different ways to obtain gems for free. No hacks, cheats, or none of that other nonsense. We're talking about the reasons why you need to upgrade your gem mine and all the other sources to obtain the most precious resource in the game. Alright, so let's go ahead and start this section by talking about the ways that the game Clash of Clans provides you gems for free. You do not have to work a lot. You don't have to grind your accounts. All you have to do is log in and claim certain items. And naturally, the first way would be the gem mine. I mean, it's clearly in the name. This thing produces gems. Now, if you're working with a level 1 gem mine, it might not appear that it's even worth doing anything with it because it does not produce a lot of gems. So naturally, there's 9 different levels to the gem mine, and we're going to go ahead and start by upgrading this one to level 5. That way we can increase the production rate and reduce the production time of gems. Now, to keep this very simple for you, you have to have a Builder's Hall 3 in order to unlock the gem mine. You can upgrade 2 levels to level 3 on the gem mine before moving on to Builder's Hall 4. Now, every Builder's Hall level after that, you can upgrade your gem mine 1 level. Now, when we take a look at the stats on the level 1 gem mine, the maximum capacity is 10 gems with a production rate of about 2.16 gems per day and a production time of 11 hours per gem, which takes about 4 days to fill up. So it's really not a lot of gems on a level 1 mine. Now, as we move through the levels, you will see an increase on the capacity, an increase for the production rate, and a decrease on the production time per gem. Now, once we get all the way to level 9, you naturally have to have that Builder's Hall 9 in order to upgrade to this level, but you have a maximum capacity of about 22 gems, a production rate of 4.80 per day, and then a whopping, actually a very reduced production time of 5 hours, but it still takes about 4 days to maximize the capacity on this gem mine, but you can collect about 22 gems every 4 days. So in comparison to everything else, that's actually a really nice way to get gems without having to do any work whatsoever. All you have to do is jump over to the Builder's Hall side once you get to level 9 and collect 22 gems. Now, another way to claim gems that can be easily overlooked is the collection of obstacles. So we have this little example set up for you, and when I refer to obstacles, I'm talking about things like the trees, the trunks, the bushes, as well as the mushroom. Now, there's also a pattern associated with the collection of these obstacles and the amount of gems that you should be able to claim. Every 20 obstacles that you claim, you should result into about 40 gems collected based on where you land in that pattern. So the way it's set up right now, we should be able to use our 5 builders right here, and I'm going to go ahead and do this live, that way you can see it for yourself. So we're going to start out by claiming 5 obstacles, and we should result in about 11 gems. So let's go ahead and claim 5, and we should start out the pattern with 5 gems, then 1, then 3, 2, and then 0. So let's see if this results correctly. We got 5, 1, 3, 2, and then you should see nothing down here on this last one. That would be your 0. So there goes your 0 right there. Then we're going to claim 5 more. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we should have a pattern of 0, 5, 1, 0, 3. So let's see if this works out. There goes our 0. There goes our 5. There goes our 1. There goes another 0. And the last one should be, what do we got going on here? 3. There goes our 3. All right, so that would be 10 builders on 10 obstacles. Let's do 10 more. That way you can see the full pattern. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and this pattern should go 4 0 0 5 0. So let's see if that works out exactly how I said it. 4. There goes our 0, 0, 5, and 0. All right, looking good, looking good. And let's do our final 5. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, now we should see a pattern of 1, 0, 6, 0, 4. There goes our 1, 0, 6, 0, and 4. So a total of 40 gems based on where you land in this cycle, but I wanted to make you aware of that. And that's actually really good because the spawn rate of these obstacles is about 1 every 8 hours, if I remember correctly. Now, some of you that have been offline for a really long time, you should log into a massive amount of obstacles on your base. And so you should be able to sit there for a couple of minutes and claim all those obstacles. And for every 20, you get 40 gems. That's a lot of gems and it adds up really fast. And then we have the gem box. Everybody should know about the gem box, and I'm sure in the last clip you were probably yelling at me, claim the gem box, claim the gem box. Well, the gem box produces 25 free gems. You guys all know this. Everybody's seen this at least once while playing the game, I'm sure. Now, there is a rule associated with the gem box, which we'll talk about here in a second, but one more note about the obstacles. If you wait about 1 week to remove those obstacles, you should generate about 20 obstacles to remove all at once, and then you can claim 40 gems all at one time. It makes you feel like you claimed a lot of gems, right? You don't really have to do a lot of work for it. It makes you feel like you took 40 gems from the village. Now, you have got to claim the gem box. You can only have one of these at a time. You cannot have this one and then spawn up another one on the other side of the village. It doesn't work that way. You have got to claim it. You've got to use elixir to do so, and you have to have a builder to pull this off the village. So only one gem box a week, so 1 week. So when we take all the 3 previous items and put them all together, we got the gem mine, we got the gem box, and then we also have the obstacles. You should be producing about 87 gems-ish per week. Now, if we go for a full month of doing this, every 4 weeks, you should generate about 384 free gems. That's not bad. 300 gems for doing nothing but just claiming stuff off of the village and pulling out of the mine. I'll take it, right? All right, so that was 3 different ways to get gems from the game without actually having to do much of anything. The only thing that you really have to do is jump over to the builder's village, collect the gems from the gem mine. That way it keeps producing gems for you, and then also removing the gem box. That way it spawns another one for you every single week. That's the easy stuff, right? Now we have to get into the ones where you actually have to play the game. And the other source would be the events tab. Pay attention to your events tab. We have one today that unfortunately I cannot do. We need to use 52 goblins, but unfortunately right now in the game we have the sneaky goblins unlocked and I can't do this one. I know there's some of you out there that are in the same situation. This could stay like this. This could change in the future. Don't really know when it comes to the super troops, but I wanted to make you aware of the special events tab because we have 15 free gems sitting here and we can't even claim them. Now, the other way is probably the most obvious for a lot of you guys out there, and that is the completion of achievements. Most importantly, some of these larger achievements in the beginning of the game. The most important achievement would be the League All-Star. So the League All-Star is where you got a trophy push for the first time and you go up to Crystal League, then you go up to Masters League, and then you go up to Champions League. There is some really nice gem offerings from that particular achievement, and that's how a lot of us got our 4th and 5th builder, by the completion of the League All-Star. Now, as we go through this long list of achievements, I have researched this and there's about 14,000 free gems in this section alone. Now, you got to complete all these achievements, and there are some in here that you will never complete, like defense. There's one here for defense. We've spent like years on my main account trying to complete it, and we haven't even come close to it. So I wanted to make you aware of this source, and then our final source would be the clan games. Normally in the clan games, within the rewards, there will be some offerings for some free gems. Now, there are also sometimes magic items that are worth a little bit more, but those are the 5 or 6 different ways to get free gems from the game. Now, today's episode was inspired by the question of the day. So we got a tweet here from Marto that says, you may have answered this one, but if so, couldn't find it. How should I, or how should I not spend my gems? I have 1,600 gems and I'm afraid to misuse them. Please do keep it up. Thanks to you, my passion for this game reignited. All right, so here's the deal, guys. I have not made a designated video on how to spend your gems because I personally have a really hard time telling people how they should spend their money. And I think of gems as money. It's like a currency in this game because we cannot just go out and raid somebody for their gems. Although it would be really cool to steal their gem boxes off the villages, those dead villages, that would be pretty cool, you know what I mean? But that's not the case. So to answer the question, I normally spend my own gems on the training potion from the trader. It costs about 25 gems for a training potion, and it normally helps me farm a lot because I play the game a lot more than most of you guys out there. Now, I can also recoup those 25 gems when I claim my gem boxes, so it's kind of like a trade. I get the gem box, I buy a training potion. Now, if I were to recommend something from the daily deals from the trader, I would recommend the research potions. If you are behind on your laboratory, this could help you out a little bit. It's not a very bad price at 120 gems, but it could help you out. Now, another item in the trader that I would recommend you buying if you are trying to work on your heroes are the hero books. They populate for about 500 gems, and it's really not a bad offering. Now, the rest of these items, they're really not worth it. Wall rings for 500 gems, that's a ripoff. The same thing applies to this Rune of Builder elixir. 1,500 gems for one time to fill up your entire storages, and hopefully you have those storages maxed out. It's all a matter of what you value, guys. I think of it economically, guys. It's whatever you value. If you value it, buy it, do your thing, but I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. That also applies to these skins. Where's my Archer Queen? So these skins is something that has really bothered me since the reintroduction of them. And I know a lot of you guys out there are trying to go back and reclaim these skins because you think they're really cool. But here's the deal. When these skins were first introduced, they were worth $4.99 plus all the magic items that came with them in the gold pass. Now they're worth 1,500 gems. That's about the equivalent of $15 when you go in and physically purchase gems from the shop. So, I mean, you really got to value this, guys. You really got to value it. I'm not telling you not to buy them. Do your thing. If you value it, buy it. But that's a lot of gems for one skin. Up to you guys, up to you, but I don't necessarily value these. I think this is a little bit of a ripoff. I mean, no disrespect to Clash of Clans or Supercell, but again, that's a very high price for a skin that was worth $4.99 a year ago. So hopefully you're able to get something out of today's video, and if you have your own question, tag me on Twitter and hashtag question of the day. If you enjoyed our content, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe if you have not done so already, and if you like watching us every single day, turn on those notifications. If you want to see this village from the very beginning, click one of those links over there, and we will see you in the next one, guys. Take care.